I'm actively trying to have an orgy and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
I don't even know what to do with this video today because I'll tell you what, guys, it's your boy Hink here, Darth Hink in the hood. But this Akaash Singh situation with his wife Jazleen is just insane. I truly feel that this video is more responsible for turning more like men red-pilled than any like Andrew Tate or any of those other people out there. This one lady. Today, I'm not going to be talking about all that. So I follow this guy named Araco TV, okay? I really like his stuff. It's very entertaining. But he reacted to the video on the Andrew Schulz podcast, and I'm going to break this down today. And primarily what I want to focus on is this chick's claims about wanting to have a joint situation with another guy and the allegations that his D is 10 inches long. So we're going to get into that today.
Akaash wants the dude.
The dude.
Yeah.
You think he can handle all 10 inches of Nav? You think you can take Nav down? Or is Nav taking it?
Come on, Nav's shorter than me. Who taking it?
Oh!
Akaash is he's 5'5". He's not a very tall dude. Now, he's saying that this dude Nav, or whatever his name is, that allegedly has the 10-incher is even shorter than him. And so he's like, yeah, no, Nav is taking it because he's even shorter than me. I don't know if this is clear or not, but guys, there is a correlation with height and penis size. It's not a 100% one-to-one correlation. So all you guys in the chat, well, actually, Hink, I'm only 5'5" and I'm 9 inches. That's good for you guys. Like, it's good for you. I'm not saying short guys aren't packing. And trust me, guys, when I tell you, you would be shocked how many guys are 6'3" and above with 5.5 inches. It would shock you how many guys that I coach alone, patreon.com/DocHink if you need coaching, that are tall, objectively very tall guys with very average sized penises. That being said, from that Am I Normal paper that I love so much, here are 2 excerpts here, and it actually breaks down the data on how height correlates with size. In the first, it says height and flaccid size. And there is a moderate significant correlation, and in some cases, a weakly significant correlation between height and flaccid penis size. So even height and flaccid size, there's a correlation. And then if you looked at height and stretched length or erect length, there was a moderately significant correlation between height and basically either erect or stretched length, and at the very least, a weak correlation. So the point I'm saying that is that it's pretty unlikely that a guy that's shorter than 5'5" is going to have an extreme size of 10 inches plus, okay? You might ask, well, Hink, what factors do correlate with penis size? Well, guys, there's actually a few of them. Number one is the size of your nose, okay? You can't see behind this mask, but I have a gigantic nose, guys. Trust me, I am packing. But according to this paper here, there is a correlation with penis size and nose size, meaning the bigger your nose, the bigger your penis. Also, guys, there's a correlation between your second and fourth digit, okay? Your pointer finger and your ring finger. The actual proportion of the ratio between the two, that has been correlated with the size of your penis as well. If you have not seen my video on how hand size correlates to penis size, please check that out. But it is important to know, guys, that we're talking about minor differences, okay? We're talking about like tenths of an inch here as far as the difference between somebody with a really big nose and somebody with a really small nose, or somebody with a really wide finger distribution, etc. Things like shoe size, hand size, all these things, really there's essentially no data suggesting that there's a correlation between the two. But you have to take that with a grain of salt because it only stands to reason that most taller guys are going to have a bigger shoe size. And so I don't see how it couldn't have at least a weak correlation as well. But anyways, there's no real data suggesting that to be the case. And the next thing, guys, Akaash Singh is Indian, okay? I'm pretty sure this Nav dude they're talking about is Indian as well. What are the statistics about that Southeast Asian population? Let's just say that, okay? Well, there's actually this paper here that actually looked at the different regions. If you haven't seen my video on it, check it out. I love this video. I wish it would have done better because I love this video. But the point is, when you're looking at the breakdown, the geographic breakdown by region, you can see here on this chart, okay, all the way on the right, if you find where India is, okay, you can see that looking at the mean flaccid penis length it has the second smallest of all the regions. If you look at the mean stretched penis length, it has the smallest of all of the regions. Some of them it's smaller by almost 2 to 4 centimeters, okay? Look at like where the United States is, 14-inch stretch flaccid versus 10.8 in that India region. And then if you look at mean flaccid circumference, it's 9.14, which is, probably right in the middle of the chart, okay? But the point is that especially when we're talking about penis length, it's once again very unlikely that the bigger sizes are going to come from India. This chick saying that she can just look at this guy's face card and his aura basically and just know that he's packing 10 inches is absolutely batshit insane. Now guys, it's time for a Hink's reality check, okay? Now this would have gone very differently yet just a month ago. But the fact of the matter is so here's a chart based on the data looking at the Am I Normal nomogram. What are the chances of having a 10-inch plus penis? Well, guys, if we scroll down all the way to the left and we look all the way down at the bottom where it says 10.0 inches, the chance of that occurring based on that nomogram and standard deviation size is about 1 in 873 billion, which you would think is essentially statistically impossible. However, guys, if you have not seen my video about homeboy that proves he is 10 inches, it's going to hurt your feelings, but I was wrong, okay? Well, I mean, that proved this data to be incorrect, okay? So whatever the data and the standard deviation data that they had, maybe it was a sample size, I don't know what it is, because we know that there's at least a 1 in 4 billion chance of having a 10-inch penis. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm a professional meat gazer. I need to make those shirts. Professional meat gazer shirts. Let me know if you would buy one. But the point is, it is extremely rare, and in all my years of doing this, I've come across the evidence of one dude being that big, and that includes the biggest of the big adult stars. So this is extremely, extremely rare to be actually double-digit inches. And I also know what some of you all are saying, Hink, you're being too sensitive. She was just being hyperbolic. She was just being inflammatory for controversy.
Don't do the voice.
That's fine, guys. But the point is that some of you guys are smart enough to know that the chance of a 10-incher is essentially non-existent, okay? There's that one guy on Earth that has it, and good for you, my guy. I actually talked to that guy. He's a nice dude. I tried to get him on the channel, but he wasn't really interested. But the point is that when that stuff gets out into the population, women actually think that they're going to come across a 10-incher, okay? And it's just when women and men think that there's 10 inchers out there, and these guys are very average, very good sized meats at like 5.5 inches. I think that that's very damaging. And so that's why I think it matters. Okay. But let me know in the comments, guys. Am I just being too sensitive or do you think that this kind of stuff is actually harmful?
For a lot of people, myself included, like I saw that and I was like, why would she even joke around about that?
Yeah.
With Akaash there and like, what was the backstory to that?
Looking back, like it's been pointed out to me and I get that. I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akaash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
The more I see this chick, the more I absolutely can't stand her. As far as women, she is probably one of the least likable women that I've ever met I haven't met her, that I've ever seen in my entire life. I loathe everything about this. Like, once again, I'm a pretty mellow guy. I actually worship my wife. I will say that. I know that's borderline blasphemous, but I worship my wife. I am not your traditional red pill, but this stuff makes me want to convert. I mean, I'm not going to lie. But how could you go on national television? How could Akaash let his wife go on a national podcast and talk openly in front of him about lusting for another dude, period. Even just right there, period. End of story. Deal breaker, done. I'm just too sensitive, sure. In my book, like, I don't get down with that cuck shit. If that's what you like to do, more power to you. That's not going to be me. That's never going to be me. But to have your wife go out there and emasculate you by talking about another man and then to crave the size of his meat, nah, bro, like, absolutely not. And there's no excuse for that. Oh, well, I learned my humor from Akaash is a professional comedian. You are just a chick with a microphone trying to do a podcast. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe this makes me irrationally mad. I don't know.
Akaash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever, because he's like really like, yeah, ripped or whatever.
I will say also, if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey. Cut the. But
Yeah.
because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you
it's
are a virgin?
absurd
That's
to me.
that's
Yeah.
real?
I was
You
a
were a
virgin
virgin?
until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't, that body count thing, I'd be like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But I can be, not that I'm so secure, but with that joke, I'm like so secure.
Oh, I
because know.
absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think
Yeah.
stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
Yeah,
talking.
that is stupid.
Yeah.
I say you're being inclusive.
And Akaash, like, I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with this dude before all this like controversy broke out. I was never into his humor. I didn't watch the Shoals podcast or whatever. But I actually hype my friends all the time. But I'm sorry, like my girl is off limits. Okay, I just don't joke about that, and I would never joke about another dude's like wife either. I think that just crosses a line. I hype my dudes all the time, but I would never, if that line was crossed and there was any kind of sexual innuendo, whether from like my guy or my girl, that's just a deal breaker. And this dude is sitting there like, yeah, he's hot. I show his picture to the personal trainer. Like, what are you doing? This girl has gone publicly saying she wants to F this dude, and you're hyping him up. I mean, good Lord. Like this dude, and I don't actually use this term really. This dude is the biggest simp I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I wish I could, I would never do anything physically to harm anybody, but I would love to metaphorically slap the shit out of him and be like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't take this. And then to be like, oh, well, no, if she had a body count, then I would be upset about it. Bro, like, come on, man. Come on now, dog. Come on, man. I think this dude is in complete denial about his wife's body count. She's gone on the record talking about her roster of frat boys that she had and how she used to just pop her kitty cat in college. And I know that was discussed on the podcast. She was like, oh, that's not really what I meant. But she was having guys spend the night. She admitted to that on Tinder or whatever in the early stages. Just none of that stuff is consistent with a truly more conservative woman when it comes to like actually sexual liberation or whatnot. Somebody who is not sleeping around wouldn't invite random dudes to stay over their house. I mean, it just wouldn't happen. So this dude is in denial. And, oh, if she had a body count, I'd be worried. I don't think it effing matters, man. If she's sitting here talking about wanting another dude, you should be bothered by that, in my opinion, okay? And I don't care if the dude that my girl was fantasizing about, I don't care if he had a 2-inch meat. If she was like, oh man, that dude looks like he has 2 inches, I would love to get with that. No, hard stop. That's it. I'm sorry. I cannot believe this.
You can have a joke about outsourcing jobs and jobs.
But aren't you cool with the jobs?
Yeah.
You're cool with him just getting a
Come on
massage?
now.
Totally.
Are you
Yeah, I know.
Yes. I've said that it's less work for me.
Jeez, man. Like, this girl cares so little about her husband that she's like, oh no, dude, I would prefer actually somebody else to give him a handy because that means it's less work for me. I would want my girl to be like, man, I really want to please my man. I really want to please my husband. And she's like, oh God, so please, somebody else do it so I don't have to. Does that not seem extremely toxic to anybody else? I mean, I just don't know, man. I just can't believe this. And if that's not bad enough that she doesn't care enough to do it, and because she doesn't want to do that for her man, that she would be fine with another woman pleasing her man with apparently no hesitation, that's just, I don't know, it's strange time. I'm an old man. I have old values. I'm an 80-year-old man trapped in a 50-year-old man's body. But I can't understand this.
In terms of the gold digging,
Yeah.
like,
Serious.
do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's a self-admitted gold digger. If you see these clips, which I'm not going to play all of them, she only gets excited, I would dare say even aroused, when it comes to actual material things like bags and fashion and rings. Meanwhile, she won't even kiss this dude on the lips. I mean, whether it be his proposal or whether it be when he proposed to her, gosh, it just is, oh man, this just makes me so sad for this dude. I don't know. I just think this is, but it also makes me angry if that wasn't obvious. This chick is self-absorbed, narcissistic. I mean, appears to not even like this dude aside from his money. And this dude is staying with her for some odd reason, but whatever, to each their own. I don't know, man. Guys, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, okay? If you think that's perfectly fine for your girl to say these things, do these things, and you are happy, then by all means, just ignore me. This is my channel. I'm just giving you my opinions. But look, guys, 10 inches, I can't get you there, okay? However, in my Hink trial, I proved that 7 guys on average gained a ½ inch in length and a ¼ inch in girth in 6 months. You can see the pictures for yourself, and these are with more or less natural techniques, including things like manual stretches and using a pump to actually achieve and increase a meaningful permanent increase in your size. If you're interested, it's based on my enlargement course, which is available. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description. I have hundreds and hundreds of very happy guys that have bought the course. If you bought the course and enjoyed it, leave a comment down below for me. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Remember, you are so much more than the size of your D. Get a woman or a man that respects you and loves you for who you are, not what you have, whether it be material wealth or the size of your PP. And there's nothing wrong with self-improvement, but you are enough just as you are. All right, guys. Peace and love.
Dr. Hink got the plug on the health, yeah. Got you thinking about your wealth, yeah. In his office, no stealth, yeah. Pinnacle of that below the belt, yeah. Checks and balance, he's managing. Working miracles, no damage. Got you covered, no panicking. Steady calm. In the clinic, no vanishing. Yeah, with Doc Hink, it's the way back.